Row Stock Heat number 1 on track. 2 heats, 25 cars due up in this one. These guys are battling for a chance to punch their ticket into the 10,000 to win. Pro Stock feature coming up tomorrow. Michael Wiley from West Portsmouth, Ohio is aboard the number 927. Compact Convert, Big Country Josh Wilkins from Strasburg, Virginia is going to be out there in the number 11X. He started out in big cars, now migrating back to them. Really likes the build options here. There's a good look at Tracy Young. Bad Visions, number 82X. He's a driver out of New York. The number 7 is going to be Sean Shear from Mansfield, Pennsylvania. The 4518 is Bryant Moen from Arna, Ohio. I'd like to thank his wife as his lead sponsor. Tracy Young, sponsored by Fueled by Haters. Their YouTube channel, Wayland, New York, the hometown for Tracy Young. The 87 is Jeff Woodard from Sydney, Ohio. Saying thanks to Victory Machine and Fabrication. DR Fabrication, number 09 is Ryan Rue. He's from St. Paris, Ohio. The 48 is Chris Church. He's from Galion, Ohio. Evan King, Easy E. Big thanks to Boneyard Auto. He's from Cattaraugus, aboard the number 15. Eddie Palick in the number 77. He's from Dunkirk. Richie Hines from Tiffin, Ohio is in the number 04R. Bob Apgar from up in Waterloo, New York, aboard the number 13X. Steve Hara from Killbuck, Ohio. Big thanks out to Millersburg Tires. He's in the number 715X. Jason Schuster from Frankfort, Ohio, thanking FDS in the number 5X. Matt Gaskin, we saw him pull out a bit ago. He's from Livonia, New York. Lead sponsor is Team IFD. He's the number 52. The 2.2 is Bill Miller. We're also going to see the number M16 of Matt Ryan. Lynn Lewis will be in the number 13. Jordan Pryor in the 703. The 757 is Zach Pryor. Jonathan Furr will be in the Fur Machine, Mr. Carolina. The 728 is Jonathan Laurie. Trent Dickus in the number 524. The 537 is Ben Coulter. And Zach Rue going to round it out in the number 11.
Heck of a driver's list.
Yeah, it's not a bad lineup.
SkiInc.com Pro Stock Heat number 1 of 2. 25 cars on the list. And, man, I don't even know how you pick somebody out of that list. But can't count out Bill Miller.
No.
Matt Gaskin for Mad Dog, maybe. Jonathan Furr will be there at the end. Hard to say, man. Evan King, potential Mad Dog.
There's Bob Apgar there in the 13X. I believe this is his first trip to Bash for Cash as a driver. There's the number 04, that's the Heights Machine. And there's the number 13, that's one of the King rides. So you might be looking at 10 qualifiers again out of this one. That's Furr out there. That's the black two-door with HP on the quarter panels. Next to him, that's Apgar in the 13X. The 757, Zach Pryor. 703, Jordan Pryor. Quick scan of the rest of the field. You did notice the driver lining up nose out.
Yes.
That's Ryan Rui. Green flag is out.
Everybody came off pretty consistently here, but ooh.
715X.
Steve
Hannah. Well, I wasn't seeing those as ends in any way.
Taylor Noble rooting on favorite drivers. Nice contact there. Back there starts backside cam. Showing you the action here as Hannah is very aggressive here from the start and lost the rear bumper. We should see a flag for that. Oh, wow.
Risky.
already got broken steering on that.
There it is.
There's the flag for Hannah's bumper. Had our first attempt at the battery box, but they didn't bring a koozie. They brought the coloring book. Oh, nice try. Got to have a koozie. Yeah, he's running. He's running. He wants to go get it. I think they closed for the show, but we'll see what happens. Might be breaking into the Smith Metal Works truck trying to get a koozie out of there.
Don't encourage breaking and entering.
Yeah, he's just running around. Somebody has the koozie. Give it to me. We're back to green. And Hannah is back into the action.
Hannah's trying to get through as a mad dog, it would seem.
It seems like that is the plan. Bright orange car, easily spotted, aggressive driving.
.5X. Jason Schuster. Look at it. Ryan Rui, number 09. Alec in the 77 there, hanging out in the middle of the track.
Boy, that 09 Arui looks good, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Just right looking. Organized chaos. Got the action here.
Really using some throttle there. Clear out some real estate. It's Gaskin there in the middle of the track in the 52.
Red flag. Shameless welding red flag. Axle, maybe? Or no, they got something else going on in there. Oh, let's see. Somebody's knocking on our door. Different, oh boy, that's awesome. What's your name, bud? Dwayne Shook, first person here with the Smith Metal Works koozie. It is verified. Congratulations, bud. You're getting yourself a Smith Metal Works battery box.
What's left of it?
Zach Jackson sent him. His brother-in-law told him to get down here. He's catching his breath because it looks like he ran here. Hey, thanks for supporting Smith Metal Works. Say thanks to Smith Metal Works for us, okay? Make sure you check out smithmetalworks.info and say thanks. So don't send anybody else to the trailer. The battery box is gone.
Did you hear when Mark answered the door? That gentleman out there said trick or treat.
Trick or treat. Tim was welding red flag, all said and done. We're back to a green flag.
Look at Josh Wilkins there in the number 11. Built a couple raffle cars for the events down there in Cass in the Valley.
Yep.
Sold out of his compact stuff, jumped back into full size. When he first got into Derby, he had full size aspirations, but it just got too expensive. But now, here he is, full size return at the Bash for Cash. Ooh, that bumper went funny on the 82. Look at that, Tracy Young.
Taking a look down this side, you see the 5X Jason Schuster. I talked to Jason earlier today. Oh my goodness, just avoided that shot. My goodness. And Jason said he was nervous as heck about coming out here and running.
Well, that's the car with the beige nose. It looked like the front suspension on the right side had collapsed down.
Yeah. He's having a hard time keeping it Going through the rear end is not looking too good.
That might have been a drive shaft on the 82.
Oh my goodness. Got the wheel off.
Right rear wheel off of the 5X by the looks of things.
PH graphics red flag. So the gentleman who showed up with the Smith Metal Works coloring book, which is not the correct item, ran all the way there and came back with a koozie, but he was too late because it was already given away. Tough break.
Do you smell gas?
That was me. I ate cheese.
Oh. I was
No, not funny? No. I cracked myself though.
in a very different way. So the wheel broke off the number 5X.
Yeah, he's having a rough time. He
And,
was nervous about running out here, and he got a better run than I think he expected out of himself. So
Tracy Young in that 82 was inspecting out the window, trying to see what had happened. I'm wondering if that shot, when he was full tilt across the track, has shoved that low side of the back end of that car up underneath it, basically high centering himself. Because there was a lot of tire smoke, it seemed, a moment ago. And just prior to that red flag there, you can see it again. It looks like the right side is spooling up, rubbing on something. Nothing on the number 5X, no activity on the stick is down. Broken steering there on the, I believe that was one of the prior cars, the 757.
Evan King in BD number 15, trying to do his part to own that real estate up there. Heights car looks good.
Yep. Nice bumper flip.
Another red flag. What we got this time? NLRDerbyParts.com, red flag on the track. Got the official heading down to the right-hand side. Oh, that's tough.
Yikes.
Back at it again. 757 fighting that broken tie rod, or two broken tie rods.
Michael Wiley out there in the 927. Out there in the middle, it is a long crawl over to the wall, but he was looking for some more tepid real estate out there. He was in a bad part of town. Steam now from under the hood on the Sean Shear machine. It's that number 7. Organized chaos ride.
77 power. Okay. Gaskin doing a great job right now. Driving to qualify.
That's the third up there at the top of the screen. Here's poking at Jordan Pryor in the 703. Wilkins and Gaskin mangled up. Evan King up there in the middle of the track. Locked up on that 13 Lynn Lewis.
great job protecting the nose. Now this 25 car heat feels as full as the 51 car that Woodstock featured last night. These guys are just getting around.
Apgar there in the 13. And he's got a good roll started.
Seven, Organized Chaos Machine has nothing left behind the wheels.
No, and you can see that bumper shot that he just took. It was getting right in, getting through all that sheet metal and closing in on the left rear wheel.
It's amazing how it's packed in. It actually looks like a pre-ran car that has had the back cut off.
Yeah. Oh my.
Yikes.
You see that roofline change on that shot, sheet metal belly moving around with that impact on the right side. Left side looks like it's packed in standardly steady, but the right side might be a little bit softer. Something else is going wrong on that opposite side.
927 still working. Hasn't been doing a whole lot down here. It's sort of been staying in the middle of the action, doing a lot of bumping. Oh my goodness, that car is, Organized Chaos Machine is getting shorter, narrower, you name it, in the running for the junk award here. Skiing.com Pro Stock Heat number 1 under a red flag right now. Realistic Derby Project red flag as the officials are going to come out to the track here. Here's a look at the 7. Having a rough day.
Oh. Bill Miller there in the 2.2. Nose looks good on that machine. That's Matt Gaskin in the number 52. Doing a good job of keeping his nose clean as well. Something has gone awry there on what I believe is the 86.
With the back?
Yeah.
Yeah. She's a little
Flattened right
twisted.
out.
Someone got up above that quarter panel and pushed it down.
That 728 is the car that we were referencing there.
Yes.
That is Jonathan Laurie.
Impact Derby Products trackside cam, showing you the view from the wall right here at Bachelor Cat.
Jeff Woodard here at 87, heading off down the track.
drivers taking the opportunity to change up sides of the track here. See with Bill Miller in the middle of the action. James Rothwell sending us messages to the BTV fan chat page. Me and Chris having a good time with that. Thanks, James.
I really have missed this. I really have. This has been really a lot of fun this weekend so far. I mean, we still got one more day of it too.
Oh yeah.
That's probably not quite as festive. Tomorrow it's all business. And we start early in the morning and we go all day, but man, it was a lot of fun.
That's right.
Getting to see everybody again today. Having quite as intense a production schedule. Appreciate the thanks, James. Poor Steve. Steve just learned a lesson. Don't ever let me touch your phone.
Hey, Forrest Nixon, what's up? You and Mel watching. I appreciate that very much. Forrest, just want to say hi, brother. I miss you, and sending my love out that way. Hope you're doing all right.
So this here, with these builds, this particular class here, some of the more stocker builds that we see, some guys, when the walls start closing in, like we talked about last night in the street stocks, they stay invisible by being obvious. They just get in the middle of that cluster and get shoved around and everything. But with as heavy as this track is, with real tacky play now, and some of the options that they have on these cars and options that they don't have on these cars, that slide effect on this can start breaking some front suspension just by being packed in, much like what you were saying, against the wall.
Absolutely.
So you got to keep your head on a swivel a little bit, keep some of that Derby IQ at the forefront, and not get caught in one of those situations.
Really, the successful drivers in these classes are the ones that can think 2 and 3 steps ahead.
Yep.
And really be ahead of your competition. You see the Heights machine here struggling with that steering situation.
Wheel off on the 13. So Bob Abgar losing left front wheel along the wall. Now smoke quarters front of the hood of the number 11 of Big Country, Josh Wilkins.
Evolved into the split derby here.
Yep.
Some on the left, some on the right. Not much happening in the middle.
In that exchange, that 04, he was trying to get an upper hand. Took a little bit of collateral damage. That was Richie Heights. Looks like he might have some steering issues developing on that two-door. Number 13, Lynn Lewis there in the middle of the track. Back to back with the 77 of Palin. Zach Pryor in the 757.
Bill Miller from 2.2 has been in the middle of the arena here, sort of working the real estate in the middle third of the track for a while now.
Evan King in the number 15.
13X right here has been doing a good job of staying mobile on 3 wheels. Ooh, that's trouble.
That's the 524. Trent Dickus. Decided to turn it up there for a little bit.
Yeah. That shot may actually help the 13 there. It turned him out a little bit. So if you can back away from that wall where it tends to suck you in.
Yep.
Not going to do it though. Still back to the wood right here. Get some momentum.
Left rear looking a little misshapen as well.
Yeah. That's going to start coming apart if it doesn't throw anything into the stand.
That spot. Give it a little bit of throttle.
Nice.
Pellet got a piece from him. I think he wanted a little bit more though.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
Yikes. Is that Trent Dickus that just had the hoses blow off the 524? The honesty.
Oh, what
no.
a shot. Buried in there. Wow. Good thing he didn't come out of there. That did some damage.
I thought it shifted the whole rear end there. It looks like he might have gotten away with one and only bent the rim.
He bent the rim pretty good.
Yeah. Like the 13 got cleared on that corner. Bumper down, fender up, and a lot of steam.
We start tomorrow. I've been sending out the bash agenda to everybody who asks for about a week straight now. 11 o'clock Pro Stock Concies begin on tomorrow, and then 1 o'clock Smith Metal Works Youth full size will begin, and stuff starts coming after that. So it's going to be a good day. King has got some history here at the Bash, and his car looks pristine right now.
That's very good.
As does Matt Gaskin, honestly.
Remember, Matt drove it down into the top 10 his first year here, I believe.
Yeah.
He came with a turn back the clock car. I believe it was Evan that in 2019 got burned real bad. Broken radiator cap, right?
Yeah. Pro stock heat. I mean, I know these guys are trying to get down to the final 10 here that they're going to take, but time to start putting a show on for some of these fans. Jonathan Furr right here, Bill Miller. Both of those guys will be here at the end.
I don't generally like to delve into the problem without having some sort of solution, but it has seemed in the last two, maybe, relatively speaking, because last year sort of a push, that there's been a stylistic change in Demolition Derby as a whole, where it has been almost a reliance on the prevent defense, where you're out there and you're doing everything you can to not lose versus running the Derby in the spirit of what the Derby is.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, I understand that you're out there and you're trying to get your car to last as long as you can, and that's how you qualify, and that's how you advance, etc. But still, the standard has changed a little bit to now where it's just do everything that I can to not lose. And
well, you know, when Derby started out, it was entertainment. It was a spectacle, and it has evolved into a competition, and that changes things inherently.
absolutely.
When it goes from being a spectacle and a show to being a competition where these drivers get a chance to really compete for real prize money and bragging
Right.
rights that are important,
And
it changes the whole dynamic.
And you want the sport to evolve to that standard, and you want that to keep coming. And then you also you throw in that equation. It's like, well, some promoters say, I'm going to tell you how to build the car, but I'm not also going to tell you how to drive it.
Right.
And that plays in too. So there's got to be some sort of happy medium.
Well, I don't think promoters should direct traffic, but I do think that they should set an expectation as to the level of the pace that they want to see, and then enforce that expectation.
And the minute a promoter does that, they're playing favorites.
I think there's ways to do it consistently.
What I'm saying is that if we were to have a red flag right now, after we've already been given a warning, and they go out and they break somebody's stick, social media explodes and says, so-and-so is playing favorites.
Oh, sure. You're never right when it comes to that stuff.
Have you ever been an inspector or perhaps official?
Yeah.
Have you ever been right?
I mean, are you asking me? Because I'll tell you yes every time. If you ask the other guy. I got 12 on our screen, and there's a lot more off the screen.
Running it down to 10. Back end going a little funny on that car. Look at this. You don't typically see that effect by design. Almost got the whale tail look going.
Yeah. You also don't normally see it pushed up higher on the driver's side like that unless it's a defensive shot. As drivers looking over their shoulder, they tend to use the passenger corner a lot more often.
Wise man taught me that long ago.
Comes down to where you place the GoPro camera. Okay, guys, I'll say it. Let's turn it up.
That Lorraine 728, as rough as it looked, and it sort of seemed like he could be in a bad spot. The back of that car didn't really go any further.
Yeah.
He's taking some shots. The rear end seems to be holding it on pretty well for him. Certainly staying busy out there. Jeff Woodard in that number 87. And we have a red flag.
I wonder if they're going to have a word with these guys. Driver's taking the opportunity to climb out. Is this our qualifiers?
So what we can tell you is that was Eddie Palick that exited the number 77. We have Matt Gaskin moving to the top of the track. We're still under red flag conditions. 448 Designs red flag. There is the 77. A couple officials came to the driver's window. Eddie Palick climbed out of the 77.
Got some liquid underneath there.
See the rail broken off there on the left side of the black car on the edge of the frame. You can see where it snapped off right there behind the left rear wheel. So as we saw Gaskin pulling out of the way, one of the officials was in the window of a car ahead of him, and that car was asked to fire up. So I wonder if that liquid that you made mention of here is tied to some fuel leak or something on the 77. They're going to be taking that car back to the pits. Everybody needs a wrench.
Yeah, got to have them handy. And a screwdriver. Look at this, little carb tuning.
Yeah.
Adjust the mixture.
It's
turning the idle up a little bit.
It's Matt Gaskin.
That's so great. That's going to be it.
We're going to get a checkered flag.